Xbox, Phil Spencer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon for December 2nd, 2019. With your host, Spaceburger2448, and Ramp It Up Salon.
Ooh. I can't believe my fingers stuttered on the O. And I had to fight laughing the entire intro there.
Were you playing Luigi's Mansion 3 recently?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Luigi didn't have any part in that one.
Yeah, we're later than usual, but we've had a weird week schedule-wise, so...
Yeah. And things are just going to pretty much stay like that for the entirety of the month.
I am not surprised.
After which we'll kind of be back to normal.
Yeah.
Meaning that if we miss stuff now, just bear with us.
Yeah. After which maybe I'll have a job because I applied to 2 places today.
All I'm gonna say is good luck.
So far, that's not been working out. So.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
At this point, I am very close to just breaking down, being like, can I get some part-time work? Because I'm supposed to be getting rent money to help pay loans for my grandparents' house, the person who's renting it out. And, well, he's behind on payments a little bit. So, hopefully he stops being behind on payments. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And he should also be buying the house in a year to help pay off the rest of the loans. So, that's not looking very solid either at this point. So, the joy of trying to get rent money from somebody. Anywho, so we have a short. I'm gonna say short because there is one thing that could go long. Maybe, I don't know. So tell me, what have you been playing the last couple weeks or so?
Well, I've been playing Maker 2, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I have gotten back into Wind Waker Randomizer.
Ooh.
I might start trying to get to the point where I do a few of them. I don't know about necessarily doing them on stream all the time, but at least doing some on stream.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Been it.
Slight tangent, but I checked the Soto Pop Discord, and someone's like, "Hey, there's a listing for 01 AI 06 on Ami. You can pre-order right now." And I'm like, "What?" For reference, that's releases in March. We don't even have 03 that comes out in like 2 weeks up for pre-order yet. What? What?
reasons.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I was about to add to it because there is a 03. Okay, now it's up for pre-order on Amazon. I believe. I have to double check this. I'll worry about it after the show. Because I try to report toy listings in there, especially the pre-orders, just so people who want to pre-order this stuff can pre-order it. Because it usually ends up being the easiest way to get a hold of this stuff instead of trying to track it down later. Because let me tell you what, it's a pain in the ass to track it down later because you just more or less have to roll the dice and hope it's in stock somewhere. So, I've been playing a bunch of Pokemon. Actually, off stream too. Because I've been doing some Wonder Trades. That's how I ended up with like one of the other 2 starters I didn't have, and I ended up getting a copy of, I think, Score Bunny from Wonder Trade, and I used that to get, I believe, Grookey, because I got the Sobble through Wonder Trade. And I also got a foreign Ditto through Wonder Trade, so I can easily do Masuda Method now with anything I want.
Assuming they haven't changed anything.
They have not. It's still there. Like, Cerebee's got all that documented at the moment. Technically, Masuda Method is still your best odds if you don't want to shiny hunt, which they did change how the shiny hunting works in the game. Like the chain catching.
Did they change it for the better?
Kind of, I guess. It depends. Like, okay, in the Pokedex, it tracks how many times you've defeated a Pokemon. So, depending on where that value is, at some point, you maximize your odds at getting a shiny of that Pokemon.
Especially if you haven't ran across one at that point.
Yeah.
Since everything's considered a percentage base, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you can go from at a 50 from a 1.5% chance to when you max out at 500, it's 3% chance.
So basically, there would, in theory, come a point where you could almost guarantee it.
Yes. Pretty much, once you hit that 3% chance, it's actually the same odds with the Shiny Charm if you're doing Masuda Method, which is 1 in 512. So really, if you battle 500 of a Pokemon, you're at the exact same odds if you were doing Masuda Method. Only you're just killing droves of Pokemon instead of breeding droves of Pokemon. And if you're like me, putting them on the Wonder Trade wheel and spinning it off to somebody else. Which, at the very least, the stuff I get from Wonder Trade that I don't need, I put back on the wheel and send it to somebody else. Like, I got a Pokemon with Pokerus through Wonder Trade. But I put it back because I'm like, I don't really need Pokerus, so here you go, have it back. Like, I have Pokemon sitting in my on my copy of Sun and Moon with Pokerus. Because that doesn't go away as long as they are in the PC. Yeah, that's the main mechanic they changed. Honestly, this, and I heard Jay Witz on Twitch sum it up best. This is a Pokemon game. There's not too much spectacular here. There's some really good ideas and stuff, but they're not super fleshed out. Like the wild area that they really pumped, like pre-game or pre-launch. You kind of don't need to go back there really at all unless you want to catch Pokemon. like you're introduced to it like an hour or two in the game, and then you just go to the next town, and then you're just kind of on rails from there through the normal routes and gyms and stuff, and you don't really go back to it.
That kind of stinks a little bit, though.
Yeah, like it's there if you want to catch some different like a bunch of different Pokemon and stuff, and for the max raid battles, which when you're connected to the internet, that's the place where the game lags because players just kind of pop in and out of existence all over the place. And I've also found that connectivity for max raid battles is not the best because you have more or less a menu that shows you stamps and stuff of what people are like wanting to do. Is like, oh, here's a max raid battle, here's a trade, here's surprise trade, and all that. Those are actually like behind by like a good bit. So even if somebody like procs a max raid battle, they might have abandoned that battle by the time you see that stamp and click on it and try to join. Good news is you can have the computer sub in for max raid battles. I'm not sure how effective they are for the higher tier stuff, but for lower tier stuff, you're fine. Also, apparently, if you're the host of a max raid battle, you get better odds of catching the Pokemon than if you were joining one for some stupid reason. But bear in mind, like, everyone can catch the Pokemon. This is not, it's more or less Pokemon Go mechanics of everyone has a shot at catching the Pokemon. And I think also if you use like a shiny star or something, or no, wishing star, you're guaranteed to capture no matter what. But if you don't, you could not capture it depending on the weird thing they did with the catch rate in this game, where apparently if you are lower level than the Pokemon, if the Pokemon on the field is lower level than the Pokemon you're trying to catch, that actually decreases your chances at catching it.
Oh,
That's a legitimate thing they did to the equation, and that has apparently caused problems for the speed run, because now it's a case of, oh fuck, we kind of can't catch high level stuff anymore just willy-nilly, because now that's a factor. Now we can tank our catch rate to nothing. But yeah, otherwise, it's a Pokemon game. Hop is a character. I kind of like the girl. I can't remember her name offhand. The punk girl that Team Yell is her rowdy fan club that she tries to rein in.
Oh yeah.
The gym leaders have been fine. Bidoo is a dick, but I love tanking his ass, and I also like that I was pronouncing him Bede before, but someone pointed out that his name is also spelled kind of like Bidoo, or Bideau, which is essentially a fancy toilet. So he is literally a shithead. And now I can't stop calling him Bideau, because he's literally a shithead.
Oh god.
Yep. Thanks, I believe Keys' girlfriend, for introducing me to that, because he pointed out that his girlfriend pointed that out, and I'm like, damn it, I won't stop. You can't stop me.
I love it.
Honestly, there's not much else. Like, I like all the new Pokemon and stuff. I apparently also, have I told you how Poltegeist has a forgery and an authentic version of him? That takes different evolution. So. Or no, its pre-evolution has, what it is I don't think Cerebi even has images of it because it's so hard to tell. Like, I literally had to get the Pokedex image at the right angle on a stream to even remotely see what they're talking about. But Poltegeist's pre-evolution has a little mark on the underside of its teacup that denotes whether it's a forgery or not. Yeah, you can't even tell it on Cerebi because like you have to have it like be looking at the back of the model and it has to be moving in a certain angle. Anyway, depending on that, it requires one of two items. Apparently, I got the authentic one at some point during Wonder Trade because I have the Pokedex injury for it.
Oh wow.
But right now I have a counterfeit one, and I'm like, do I really want the real one? Do I really want to deal with this? Because the encounter rate for the real one is fucking 1%. Whereas the authentic or the forgery one is 10. So I'm kind of like, I kind of don't want to deal with this. I'm kind of of the mindset of like, I'm good. I don't care. I can barely tell the difference. I also may or may not have traded off or sent off a Gmax Pokemon because to tell if a Pokemon is Gmax, you have to actually go into your summary, and on their nameplate is a little like X crystal thing next to their name that denotes them as Gmax. Because you have to catch a Gmax Pokemon in order to use Gmax. It's not something you can just bequeath to a Pokemon. So now I'm sad. That means my shiny Charizard cannot go Gmax. Because I Masuda Method a shiny Charizard, and I want to Gmax my shiny Charizard, goddammit. And Cerebi has confirmed that there are Pokemon that can only be transferred, which is essentially the rest of the Kanto starters, Mewtwo, Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, the 4 Musketeer Pokemon, so the 3 proper ones from Black and White, and Keldeo. Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, the Sun and Moon starters, Solgaleo, Lunala and their pre-evolutions, Necrozma, Marshadow, Zorora, and then Meltan and Melmetal. Those all exist in the data and can be transferred into Sun and Moon, but are not attainable in Sun and Moon.
You mean Sword and Shield?
Yes, Sword and Shield. I don't know why I said Sun and Moon. They're not obtainable in Sword and Shield, but they exist in Sword and Shield. So whenever Pokemon Home happens in what I have to assume is February, considering Global Link goes down in February, you can then transfer those Pokemon over, which, I will, along with everything else, because I want all those 3D models, and I want my proper, actually caught involved Wailord to be Dynamax and fucking fly over a stadium. I'm trying to think what else. Honestly, there's not much else. Like, it's a Pokemon game. It's a good Pokemon game. If that's what you're interested in, then like pick one, pick your version, pick it up. There's not that much different wise. I think there's like 2 gyms that are different between them, like the one we know about and the one that was revealed if you just play the game. There's some version exclusives, like there's I think like 3 Gmax exclusives. Yeah, there's a couple Gmax exclusives across the games, and then there's like 1 evolution that's exclusive. And then there's like a couple Pokemon that are exclusive, and that's kind of it. And then there's the gyms and the fossil stuff. Which the Gmax stuff isn't too bad because you can share the Gmax raids across the versions. So if you have Sword, you can like get into a Shield, Dynamax, or Gmax raid.
Well then.
Yeah. You're not locked out of those. As long as you just see them. And get them because the online connectivity needs to actually function, which it kind of doesn't. Which is my only problem with the game, is just the online functionality could be a bit better in getting you hooked up if you don't have someone playing the game and doing it. So, how do you feel about it? Because I've assumed you've probably seen some stuff on it.
I'm kind of been staying away for right now because I might wind up picking the game up kind of soon, and I'm like, I'd rather learn on the fly.
It's been a breeze, to be honest, because I'm like 5 gyms in with not that much work. So I wouldn't exactly say it's hard.
I wouldn't figure it would be anyhow.
Yeah. Let's see. I honestly haven't really been playing much else. Charizard playing a bunch of Cyber Sleuth, what I've seen from when we get alerts from him streaming, has made me want to boot up Cyber Sleuth and see what I'm missing evolution-wise and get that rounded out. Take the time to grind that out while I maybe wait on some downloads or something. But there's not much else, so shall we talk articles?
I mean, I guess we shall.
So, you know how everyone's been wanting Half-Life 3, right?
Yep, we finally get it. I mean...
So, what if we are kind of getting... Okay, I have no idea what to think about this. So, we're getting a Half-Life VR game called Half-Life Alyx.
It's a VR game.
That's... Yes, it is. It's a VR game.
Already not interested.
Oh, it gets better.
Mind.
So, this is... You're playing as Alyx. And this takes place actually between 1 and 2. So you're mounting a resistance against the Combine. It's a full-length entry, built for VR, so you can like properly move around stuff and whatnot, and it looks kind of interesting. But yeah, this is a VR game. You can see in the trailer you moving around stuff in VR. I'm guessing from your tone, nope.
Yeah, nope.
But this does take place. This does come out March of next year, so we're not that far away from it. So, yay, Half-Life! I have no attachment to Half-Life, so I'm just like, oh, this happened. This is a thing. I'm sure people are excited for this. I'm particularly not. But you know what I am more curious about?
Would it be something Nintendo related by chance?
Yes, the Mario Maker 2 content that I didn't expect the latter half of this trailer.
Yeah. That title says honestly it all.
Yep, so for its version 2 update, we're getting some new toys to play with. You are getting Spike in all of the different palettes. Pokey, which also has a Snowman Pokey version for your snow maps, and can also fly around in the Zero-G version of Mario 2? No, not 2, 3. I believe. Is it Mario 3 I'm thinking of? The one with the... No, Mario World. My bad. Mario World. Mario World's with the one with the Zero-G night version. Or no, Zero-G. Low gravity version. You got that. You got some frozen coins you can place. You got a P block that will go solid when you push a P switch. A dash block for the 3D World stages that makes you go fast. And then you get the Master Sword power-up that turns you into Link. it more or less gives you original Link moveset. The Master Sword is only available in the original Mario Brothers style.
Much like
So you got-
in Maker 1.
Yep. So you've got a sword to hit things with, you got a shield, you have a dash attack, you have a fucking 3-way arrow hit, which I guess is technically 6 ways. Because it's just 3 ways one direction and 3 ways the other way, so you have a 6-directional arrow, bow and arrow you can utilize. M-bombs are all available to you. And also the 4 people can be Link, and they're all different colors, so this is technically 4 Swords Adventure. There's also a new mode coming called Ninja Speedruns, where you play Nintendo created levels and you speed your way through them. And if you get high enough, you get rewards, like new costumes and stuff. And this all comes Thursday. And also in the Ninja Speedrun mode, you get a little ninja that shadow that shows other players playing it. Quite a number of them as well. I hope that doesn't lag the game.
Probably will.
Probably. So yeah, how do you feel about all this? I was not expecting half of this.
I wasn't expecting any of this, but yeah, yay.
Yeah.
That's about all that can be said to that. Yay.
Yep.
And not 100% on it, but I might try to play around and possibly stream a little bit of it. Just to kind of showcase it some.
Yeah. I've been doing that with the Smash DLC every time we get a new one. And I'm highly expecting we'll get one before, at least an announcement before the end of the year, maybe? I know
Maybe.
everyone's hoping for it. Yeah, all this looks really good and really cool. And I'm glad Mario Maker 2 is just going, hey, do you remember that Flash game that let you play as all these different other characters with their movesets in Mario? What if we just did that? I can't remember what the name of that is, though.
I can't either.
But that exists. That's a thing. That reminds me of this, which makes me go, so how long until you put in, like, Samus?
Oh god.
Yeah, how long till Samus or Mega Man? Because fuck it, might as well. We'll treat the Blue Bomber better than Capcom is at this point. But previously speaking of when we would see that Smash update,
Oh, god.
the Game Awards have got their nominees out. So you know how I don't like Death Stranding, and I'm one of those people on the internet who think Death Stranding's not a good video game?
What is it doing in that?
oh,
And
have you seen all the categories it's in? Because I believe it's one of the most nominated games.
I might concede that. Sorry, I'm kind of going down in order.
Oh, we'll get there. Because you know, Kojima's Jeff Keighley's buddy, so might be a little biased there. Just gonna put that on the table.
Might.
You know, maybe.
I mean, I'll give it credit. Death Stranding is the most anticipated piece of crap of this year. So I mean,
yeah.
it's the most anticipated for varying reasons. I'm not gonna say all good.
It's weird when I feel like I have to agree with Giant Bomb's review, where it's just like, this game just doesn't work. Not really.
It's like it doesn't want to work.
No, it is actively against you. Granted, I also agree with Ty when he recently said it's like no one cares about the Game Awards. They're kind of a farce, and I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
You are extremely not wrong.
extremely.
So let's just go top to bottom on this list. We're going to start off with Game of the Year. So we have Control, which looked pretty good, all things considered. I was kind of into it, but I liked PsyOps back in the day, so you were kind of... I was kind of on board with the concept. Death Stranding, of course. Smash Ultimate. Resident Evil 2. Sekiro. And The Outer Worlds. Then for game direction, it is 4 of those options, which is Control, Death Stranding, RE2, Sekiro, but also Outer Wilds, which is a completely different game than Outer Worlds, but also came out around the same time, so... And then we have Best Narrative with Plague's Tale, Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, and The Outer Worlds.
Okay.
Best
now,
art.
I want to mention here, I don't understand why Death Stranding is in any of those 3. These next 2, I could give it that because I've not actually seen the game, so I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'll wait because I have thoughts on the next one. But like narrative, no. I'm sorry, but no.
No, the top 3, no. These next 2, maybe.
So we have Best Art Direction with Control, Death Stranding, Gris, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sekiro, and Link's Awakening. Okay, I give Death Stranding's credit for it looking really, really, really good for taking a realistic art style. But I am someone who prefers something that isn't just realistic art style. So I have to lean towards anything else besides it.
I could see that, actually. That was why I said I might can at least understand why it's there.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same feeling I kind of have towards Link's Awakening. I don't like the art style personally, but at the same time, it's an art style that works.
I'd vote for it over Death Stranding, to be honest.
Well, the reason I say it's an art style that works is because look at Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm.
The HD remake and the original, there's not that big of a difference. I could see if we get down the road, a 4K upscaling of this version of Link's Awakening, it probably will not look much different.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's one of those that I'm like, I can acknowledge art styles like that where it's like, sure. But it doesn't necessarily mean we have to like them.
Yeah. Next up, we got Best Score / Music with Cadence Spiral, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oof.
Okay, Death Stranding is mostly, I think, like, licensed songs. So I don't know if it deserves to be here with all of these others that are not.
Oof.
Yeah.
And I really say that for the main reason of Cadence of Spiral's in here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Cadence Spiral, you win. Although I feel like if Kingdom Hearts 3 wins this, it's more like here's a award for Kingdom Hearts as a franchise for best score music, because Kingdom Hearts 3 has a lot of tracks it brings forward from other Kingdom Hearts games.
With that, and that's I was kind of leaning towards saying that too, but at the same time, I feel like you're probably right. If it gets that, it's going to be a let's kind of throw the whole franchise this kind of deal.
Yeah, it has its own songs, but like there's still there's a lot of songs. Just like here's a boss song from KH2, here's a boss song from KH1, and whatnot. So It's like a best of soundtrack for Kingdom Hearts. Next up, we got audio design: Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro. I can't speak to this.
I fell out of that list. Sekiro might be the only one worthy of anything there, but
Yeah. Then we have Best Performance. Ashley Birch as Parvati from Outer Worlds. Courtney Hope as Jesse Faden from Control. Laura Bailey as Kate Diaz from Gears 5. Mads Mikkelsen as Cliff from Death Stranding. Matthew Peretta as Dr. Casper Darling from Control. And Norman Reedus as Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding. Okay, this is getting into slight Death Stranding spoiler territory, so bear this in mind. Why is Mads Mikkelsen nominated here when he's not in half the fucking video game? He is in flashbacks for like 50% of the game until he shows up for like 3 boss fights, and then he's kind of done. Also,
Reasons.
Sam doesn't, like, Norman Reedus doesn't give that much of a performance either, to be honest.
Reasons.
Can we give this to anyone else? Like, give it to fucking Laura Bailey. She did really good for Gears 5, because I've seen the entirety of Gears 5, like, cutscene wise, and I'm like, give it to her. Considering her character quietly took over main character role for Gears of War from Marcus's son, which I'm kind of okay with. Next up, Games for Impact: Concrete Genie, Gris, Kind Words, and Life is Strange 2, and Sea of Solitude. I can't speak to any of this, so all this is here. Best ongoing game: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 15, Fortnite, and Rainbow Six Siege. Is it weird that I want to, or not 15, 14? My bad. I kind of want to give it to 14. Really, because like that game has turned around and become like the MMO these days. I feel like. Can we give it to Final Fantasy 14?
Probably not.
Probably not. It'll go to Fortnite. Alright, best independent game: Baba Is You, Disco Elysium, Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, and Untitled Goose Game. Damn it, there are too many good options here. Like, of the ones I know about, there's like 3 good games already here. And that's without getting into Disco Elysium and Outer Wilds. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know what Disco Elysium is, and that sounded really good. And then I'm not sure on Outer Wilds. So that's good options. We also got Best Mobile Game. So we got Call of Duty Mobile, Rhinestone, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sky Chill of the Light, and What the Golf. It's gonna go to Call of Duty Mobile, won't it?
Probably.
Also, it's got some garbage loot boxes from what I've heard. So, bear that in mind, folks. Let's see, Best Community Sport: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege. So pretty much all the ongoing categories here. Why is this category here? It's redundant. Also, again, can we give it to 14? 14 has that community has kept that game going for far longer than it probably should have. Best VR AR game: Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, Trover Saves the Universe. Why is No Man's Sky here? You're not a proper VR game. You're a VR adjacent game. You're a game with a VR mode. Why are you here? Best action game: Apex Legends, Astral Chain, Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, Metro Exodus. I kind of want to give it to Astral Chain, but Devil May Cry 5 might beat it and be better. I'm not sure. Then action adventure: Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, RE2, Link's Awakening, and Sekiro. I love how Death Stranding is supposedly its own genre, but here it is, labeled as a genre.
Yep.
Best RPG,
well, I mean,
Disco.
It's because, UPS Simulator kind of best fits into action adventure, ?
I guess. I love how from everyone I've seen that even still likes the game, it's just like, I like the UPS simulator part of this. I don't like the combat part of this. I don't like fighting things. I want to just deliver packages. And I'm like, wow. How is this game getting 10 out of 10 when even the people who like it are just like, there's this part of the game that is important and stuff that I just don't like, because why? It keeps interrupting my fun of delivering packages, goddammit.
You know what it is? It's getting high scores because everyone's thinking it is UPS Simulator.
Probably. Best RPG, Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy XIV, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, Outer Worlds. Why is Monster Hunter World not in Best Ongoing Game? I'm sorry, that should be there.
Because it can't be an ongoing RPG, can it? Yes, it can.
I'm sorry, what are the other fucking... I'm sorry, Final Fantasy XIV isn't a fucking ongoing RPG.
Uh-huh.
Best fighting game: Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, Smash Ultimate. Why is Jump Force here? Jump Force isn't that good. Like, everything else here I think is fine. Jump Force should not be here.
Well, you gotta round out the 5.
Nominate Power Rangers. Power Rangers is apparently really good. Ty has apparently gotten neck deep in that game, and apparently it's like really good, like better than I thought it was. Because apparently, I think some Marvel vs. Capcom 2 people or pro players were helping design that game, so it's got a lot of depth.
Also, shout outs to they need to rename the next category.
Oh yeah, best family game. Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring of...
Best Nintendo game. Because, I mean,
apparently,
that might as well be what it is.
Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Mario Maker 2, Smash Ultimate, Yoshi's Crafted World. Literally are all... Like, this is all literally first-party Nintendo, so, like...
Yeah.
What's the point?
Why not just best Nintendo game and just be done with it?
Yeah. Best strategy game: Age of Wonders, Planetfall, Anon 1800, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Total War 3 Kingdoms, Tropico, Wargroove. I've honestly only played Fire Emblem and only know about Fire Emblem, so...
I mean... It or 3 Kingdoms, because I've heard it's pretty good too, so...
Yeah. It also, like, depends on what you count strategy, because isn't, like, Total War, like, real-time strategy?
But you said it right there. It says strategy. We were talking about the Game Awards.
Yeah, I know. It feels like you should have that distinction, because those are two different...
Then it's there.
Yeah. Best sports racing game: Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Dirt Rally 2.0, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, F1 2019, and FIFA 20. Yay! I can't even promote Crash Team Racing because it got microtransactions to hell, apparently. Thanks.
Yay.
No, this is Activision.
No, I said yay.
Oh, okay. I thought you said EA, and I'm like, no, Activision. No, the other company.
Yeah, yeah.
Best multiplayer game: Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, Division 2.
So one of these things is not like the other.
One of these things is not a shooter. Did you not have a fifth shooter to put in this category?
Could we not have, just threw Fortnite in there just for the heck of it? That way at least it was all somewhat together.
Yep. Fresh indie game.
Apparently Battle Royale stuff was not out of the question, or Tetris 99 still wouldn't have been in there.
Yep. I was about to say Apex Legends is also Battle Royale. So we have fresh indie game, Zoom, Nomad, Dead Toast, Entertainment, Mobile Digital, Megacritic, and House for their respective games, which is Disco Elysium, Gris, My Friend Pedro, Outer Wilds, Slay the Spire, and Untitled Goose Game. I don't know. Content Creator of the Year: Courage, Dr. Lupo, Ewok, Griff, and Shroud. I only know Dr. Lupo, and I believe he's a Destiny 2 streamer. I think. Is he? I feel like that's where I know him from.
You're better than me on that.
Nope, that's Fortnite. Nope, I'm seeing Fortnite on this channel. So, no. Never mind. So, I know none of these people. Moving on. Best esports game: Counter-Strike, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. I actually found out that apparently there was a mod of the original Modern Warfare that was really over in Europe as an esport that was on par with Counter-Strike back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Yep, Call of Duty Pro Mod. It was literally on the level of Counter-Strike as in terms of like community and stuff back in the day. We got best esports player: Bugga, Faker, Perks, Sess1 or Simple, and Sinestra or Sinetra. Also, don't know any of these people, I think, besides Faker. Because I remember League Competitive. I have fallen off League Competitive, so that exists. Best esports team: Stralis, G2 Esports, OG, San Francisco Shock, and Team Liquid. And then best esports event: the Overwatch Grand Finals, EVO, Fortnite World Cup, IME Katowice 2019, League of Legends World Championships 2019, the International 2019. Again, why are these single game competitions being put up against fucking EVO?
Reasons.
It seems unfair. Because for reference, that's Overwatch. Fucking every fighting game in existence, even old ones: Fortnite, Counter-Strike, League, and Dota. Like, I'm sorry, but for bang for your buck, one of these is better than the others. Then we have best esports coach of Andrian, Kane, Grabs, Kakroma, Shoxika, and Sonic for various things. And then best esports host was Jocks, Machine, Red Eye, Golden Boy, and Cadence. Why is there an esports host category?
Because we gotta add a new category, right?
No, this category's been here. It was here last year.
Oh, it was?
Yes. All of these esports.
That was.
All of these esports ones were here last year. I remember all of them. Those all existed before. Why are they still here?
Reasons.
We got to pad out time for all the game reveals.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, how do you feel? Are you excited?
No.
I only care if there is a Smash reveal, because I can almost guarantee there probably won't be anything else that is revealed that I care about.
I mean, pretty much that's asking, do I care about seeing how many awards Death Stranding is going to get handed to it because of reasons?
Yeah. But you know what's better? What's
Anything
awesome?
but the Game Awards?
Final Fantasy VII screenshots with information attached to them. Because, you know, why would we show this in trailer form when we can just show it in screenshots?
I mean, everyone loves a good PowerPoint.
Again, okay, for reference, folks, a YouTuber by the name of Reykjavik. Anyway, he did I forget how many years later it's been since Modern Warfare was released, where he took a look at the production and stuff of it. It's a really nice 1.5 hour long video. Did you just deep dive into the development of Call of Duty Modern Warfare? They got intense behind the scenes about PowerPointing their fucking maps and shit for that game. They would have PowerPoints with animations and sound effects for whatever they were pitching for the game. Like, it sounded like one of those people really wanted to make this game, and it probably didn't help that they more or less had the choice of, okay, you can either make your Modern Warfare game for PC, or you can make us a World War II shooter. And that's where the first two Call of Duties came from. Well, the first 3 Call of Duties came from before they got to Modern Warfare. Also, they were kind of prototyping a sci-fi shooter before they got greenlit for Modern Warfare.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think there's concept art of it, kind of. But yeah, no, that's a thing. Yeah, Infinity Ward were working on a sci-fi shooter before they got greenlit to do Modern Warfare. Because, you know, Halo. But anyway, I went to the blog, so you can click PlayStation blog, and it has a better view of these images. I probably should have linked that instead of this.
I mean, it's
so we've got
a nice little view of the images, truthfully.
Yeah. So we have unique weapon abilities per weapon that they can increase in proficiency the more you use them. When you reach maximum, you can use it with a... I think the ability can be used without the weapon, so you more or less just get the weapon for free, or get the ability without the weapon. You can increase the number of materia slots that certain weapons have. There's a classic mode that lets you have more or less a TB gauge system. And you can change that at any time. Triangle swaps Cloud between different modes, Operator and Punisher. Operator is his balance mode, whereas Punisher is his offense mode. You got a Chocobo Moogle summon that you stampede and attack. You got a special gauge for your summon. Summons will fight alongside you automatically. And they use their own ETB charges. You can play darts at the bar. There is a motorcycle chase scene. That is not the motorcycle chase scene I think I know about from the game, so I guess this is a new one or a different one. Various looks at the church and other areas. Aerith in action. Some of the other characters in action. Some of the other characters and their designs for the game. It looks fine. Looks good.
Looks like what you would expect a 7 remake in this day and age to look like.
Yep. The problem is I have no nostalgia for 7, so I'm like, this is a video game that exists that I'm not sure how much I care about.
Yeah, I don't either.
Especially when they're like, oh, this isn't the full game. This is like a third, maybe, of the game. Look, we don't know. We're not sure on this.
This is an episode of the game.
This is some part of the game that will last long enough to be worth $60.
We hope.
We hope, and we hope you agree with, because, you know, if it doesn't work out, you don't get the rest of the story.
Oh, if it doesn't work out, tables will be flipped.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, then you don't get the rest of the chain story because, you know, they're altering it and, like, making it different. So, you know, maybe this...
the nostalgia, people flip their crap over just not getting the rest of it.
Yep. I can't wait to find out that spoilers, Aerith will not die. You maybe will get a chance to save Aerith.
God, you know what would be a troll move?
They let you have it and then take it away from you.
Mm-hmm. Just so that they could continue with the original story.
I could see that, to be honest. So, yeah, that's all the news we got this week. Which takes us to releases! Oh god, there's so many releases.
I mean, what did you expect?
I mean, yeah, of course there's so many releases. It's fucking December, but fuck. Okay.
It's okay, it'll get better in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, fuck. So, we're gonna kick things off with yesterday, the second, kind of, depending on your time zone at the moment.
Flash today, still, right now, because, yeah.
Yep. So, we have Saga, Scarlet Rain, sort of Grace, Ambitions for Switch, Tracks for PlayStation 4, and Where the Water Tastes Like Wine for PlayStation 4. And on the 3rd, we have Arise, A Simple Story for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Blair Witch for PlayStation 4, Bee Simulator for Xbox One, Cruisin' Royale for PlayStation 4, Earth Knight for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Farming Simulator 20 for Switch, Fright and Rage for PlayStation 4, Gang Beast for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Halo Reach Remastered for Xbox One. Yay, that's finally on PC. Woo.
Oh, Halo Reach finally is?
Yep. Yeah, that should be, I think, when the PC release happens, I think they've confirmed that. If not, it should be soon. Trademark.
Soon TM.
Yep. We also got Hero Land for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Jigsaw Solus for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Life is Strange 2 Episode 5 for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Mars Odyssey for PlayStation 4, Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Collector's Pack for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and Switch, Saga Scarlet Grace Ambitions for PlayStation 4, Skellboy for Switch, Simulacra for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Stardust Odyssey for PlayStation 4, Super Street the Game for PlayStation 4, Tools Up for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Switch, Trover Saves the Universe for Xbox One, and Wizards of Brandel for PlayStation 4 and Vita. And on the 4th, we have Big Pharma for Xbox One, Everreach, Project Eden for Xbox One, and Seek Hearts for Xbox One. And on the 5th, we have Alien Isolation for Switch, Arizona Sunshine for Stadia, which the Stadia does not sound good. Have I told you about it overheating Chromecasts?
Like the regular older now Chromecasts?
No, the Chromecast it comes with. Because you can't put it on older Chromecasts. You have to use the Chromecast they give you for with your Stadia package.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, if it was the older Chromecast, that's just a thing with Chromecasts.
No, it's the Chromecast it comes with. Because it requires its own Chromecast.
Huh.
Okay, it requires its own Chromecast in the sense of they have not deployed an update that lets you use your current Chromecast.
Which I am going to mention, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, well, I've got an older Chromecast, I can just use that. I would not recommend it. Those things get hot running YouTube.
Yeah.
That's flaw in the design.
Yep.
Like, it don't get to the overheating point with it, but I wouldn't recommend trying to do gameplay on it because, yeah, it probably will.
Yeah, also it really doesn't look like you're playing the actual video game on a PC. You can tell the difference.
Well, you know, I didn't take into consideration the Chromecast part of it.
Yeah.
Because, see, what happens a lot of times with that is it's not being played directly on the Chromecast. It's still getting routed somewhere else and then sent to the Chromecast.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you've got that latency.
Yep. Also, Destiny 2 has its own servers, so I hope you're not hoping crossplay with that.
I mean, if you're doing it through Chrome on a computer, I don't think it would be as bad. But yeah, I didn't think about the Chromecasts. Yeah, there's the delay.
Mm-hmm. Also, I hope you have 2 screens for Just Dance because you require at least 2 screens or 2 devices for Just Dance. You require a screen or a device of some sort to display, and you require another device to be used as a controller.
To be fair, that's not all that much different than any other release of the game.
Right.
The only difference is the Wii and the Switch have the peripherals with the console.
Right. If you are on the go, you would need one phone for the screen and then another phone to use.
Well,
Specifically, a phone to use as a controller.
I said, though, that wouldn't be too much different. Because
Yeah.
in theory, the Switch is the same way.
Yeah.
The only difference is it all comes together with the Switch.
Also, I hope you like it buying things on mobile because that's the only way to buy anything on the service.
Kind of dumb.
Oh, it is extremely dumb. Do you want to buy a video game? You have to open up this link on your phone. Do you want to buy any type of microtransaction with any of these video games? You gotta do it on your phone. Even if you're in the game, it will still send you to a mobile store page. Not on the Chromecast, mind you. No, you have to do that on your own phone. It is so dumb. There's so many dumb things with Stadia that are just like, you did not want to release it this year, did you? Because all this shit should have not happened. I think was the consensus from Giant Bomb of just like, this should not have been come out this year. They wanted to get ahead of the curve, and we're kind of seeing a bit of a not necessarily busted, but unpolished Google Stadia. So, not the best first impressions of a service that kind of is already shaky in some respects. Anywho, back to releases. We've got a big pharma for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Defenders of Ekron Definitive Edition for Switch, Kerbal Space Program Breaking Ground expansion for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, March to a Million for Switch, Must Dash Amigos for Switch, Neko Miko for Switch, Sacred Stones for Switch, Smash Rush for Switch, Space Blaze for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Star Ocean First Departure R for PlayStation 4 and Switch, TikTok A Tale of Two for Switch, Waku Waku Sweets for Switch, Winter Sports Games for PlayStation 4, and Wizards of Brandel for Switch. I guarantee you Winter Sports Games will probably not be as fun as the Olympic Games for Mario and Sonic.
Why not?
On the 6th, we have Ancestors, The Humankind Odyssey for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Assassin's Creed, The Rebel Collection for Switch, Breathing Fear for Switch, Classic Snake Adventure for PlayStation 4, Everspace Stellar Edition for PlayStation 4, Hatsune Miku VR for PlayStation 4, Immortal Planet for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch, Sky Jumping Pro VR for PlayStation 4, and Space Pioneer for Switch. And on the 9th, we only have Ashen for PlayStation 4 and Switch. But on the 10th, we have Avicii Inventor for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Black Sad Under the Skin for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch. Call of Juarez Gunslinger for Switch. Dead by Daylight Nightmare Edition for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Fishing Barnett's Sea Complete Edition for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and Switch. Fuji for PlayStation 4, Jurassic World Evolution, Return to Jurassic Park for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Rift Keeper for Xbox One, Riverbound for Switch, Shovel Knight, King of Cards for Switch, along with Shovel Knight. Yep, along with Showdown, and Terminator Resistance for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Are you looking for a Call of Duty-like experience with Terminators? This is kind of it. It's kind of a jank game that's alright, apparently. I was looking at Giant Bomb's quick look on it.
No one is.
On the 11th, we have headliner Novi News for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Stone for Xbox One, Ultima Racing 2D for Xbox One, and on the 12th, we have a Cardpocalypse for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch, Jamestown Plus for Switch, Pathological 2 for Xbox One, Super Epic The Entertainment War for Switch, Touring Carts for PlayStation 4, Year Sky Drift for Switch, In Vacation Simulator for Stadia. And finally, on the 13th, we have Dead End Job for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch, Event Horizon, Space Defenders for Switch, and Path of Exile, Conquerors of the Atlas for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Ugh. So many releases. But in kind of interesting news, you remember that Tutaku line that's kind of a, do you want to supplement your amiibo line with characters that probably will not get into Smash, maybe? Kind of. At this point, that's questionable, considering they had a Banjo-Kazooie that was tempted by, but then Banjo-Kazooie got announced, and so Banjo-Kazooie's getting an amiibo.
Yeah.
Well, they just announced on Twitter, hey, we got Shantae coming next year. And this adds on to the extensive collection that they already have of... let me pull up their website. of like Sackboy from Little Big Planet, Crash, the new design for Kratos from God of War, Parappa the Rapper, a classic Sonic. If you want a classic Sonic to go alongside your modern Sonic. Yep, just straight up classic Sonic. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. The main character from Ni no Kuni 2. A Knuckles and Tails as well. A Master Chief from Combat Evolved. Reboot Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. 3 different Spyros from the trilogy. So like I guess the Spyro designs from each of the Spyro trilogy games. I didn't think his design was that different, so...
Original Spyro, yes, did have a good little difference. I think the biggest change was 2 Skylanders, not so much between the 3 games, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is from the remake trilogy.
Then no, there shouldn't be too much.
Yeah, for reference, I'll link this in the chat. That's what I'm looking at.
That thing.
Yep. Agent 47, fucking Beautiful Joe, just 8-bit Pac-Man, an alien from Space Invader, original Lara Croft, Joanna Dark. It looks like original design Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark. Yeah. So like a lot of neat stuff to supplement your amiibo stuff if you just want something that probably won't make it in the Smash at this rate. Maybe. If you can track this stuff down. Because all of this is the same size and scale and stuff as amiibo, so as long as you put it somewhere where you hide the base, it'll be fine. Yeah, that's all I got. Tell me, you don't have a quick draw, correct?
Correct.
All right, so this week's gonna be again weird. Wednesday will be co-op Nuzlocke Pokemon, and then Thursday is solo regular Sword Pokemon.
I hope I've got that set up right on the schedule.
I was about to say, that should be the correct order it's in.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. And then Friday will be not Transformers, because we're done with Transformers.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I beat it last week. It'll be something different. If Starlink comes in time, it will be Starlink. If not, it will be something else. I won't find out till Thursday, so consider that in the air for now.
Basically, I need to go in there and change that.
Yeah, it will be a thing.
It'll be a question.
Yep. No stream Friday, and then TGSR Saturday. Probably
you mean no stream Saturday?
Oh right, the bleh crap. I was reading off the schedule. Hey, not what we talked about. No stream Friday and Saturday.
Oh.
Oh my god. No stream Saturday.
There you go.
God. No stream Saturday. TGSR Sunday as normal. With a longer clue session probably as look, it's gonna be a long week. Because also doing backups and stuff, so it's gonna be a week. But you got anything else to add?
I can't think of anything.
All right, then. If you enjoy what you're watching, drop us a follow. We really appreciate it. Chipping away at that follower goal / affiliate goal. If we meet those goals, we will play those video games.
To be fair, it would be better if you like brought people in to watch.
Yes, but yes, we need more people to watch so we can hit affiliate. So you know, if the YouTube decides to go poof, I can upload everything to fucking Twitch, and then it's all there. And then all I have to do is back up everything that's on Twitch at some point.
That way, if Twitch goes poof.
Oh god, you know, if Twitch goes poof, we're done.
Yep. Because I don't think I would fight Mixer.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to go to Mixer. Also, my dog has...
Mixer looks fine on the outside, but I feel like the inner workings is just no. I feel like Mixer is that thing that looks nice on the outside and sucks on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah, there's that. If you want to know when we go live, at TG Saloon on Twitter, we'll let you know when we go live. And then ! Discord gets you the Discord. You can drop by, talk with us about stuff. We have a Dropbox for questions there in the general channels. Drop us a question. We will answer that on the relevant podcast. Actually, it's not in general since he just in show chats. My bad. My fault. It got moved.
Yeah.
Oops. But that'll do it for me and for Tommy. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday.